Master Sass, Ninja's Day Off. Irene hummed to herself as she prepared waffles for breakfast. Today's gonna be wonderful. She added another waffle to the stack and made sure there was whipped cream, strawberries, syrup, and chocolate chips to put on them. She prepared each individual plate with 2 waffles, 4 strawberries, some syrup, and a handful of chocolate chips sprinkled on top. By then, the others were awake and coming into the kitchen. Yes! Waffles! Lloyd said. Cole grabbed his plate and took a bite. Oh, this is heaven. Oh, thanks, Irene said with a smile. All right, you're forcing us to have fun today. What's the plan? Kai asked. Irene grinned. I have a few options to choose from. We could watch a couple movies, do a video game tournament, or just walk around the city until we see something that looks interesting, she said. Video games, Jay said, shoving a waffle in his mouth. Exploring the city sounds fun, Nia said. Would I get to pick the movie? Lloyd asked. We all want to do different things, but I planned for this, Irene announced. We'll kick off with the video game tournament, then head out to the city, then we come back and watch movies in the evening. That a good plan? It is well thought out and pleases everyone, Zane observed. I agree to this. Then it's settled. Finish your breakfast and I'll work on the brackets. Is there anyone who does not wish to participate in the tournament? Irene asked. Everyone wanted to play. Okay then. The first battle was between Zane and Cole. There was a good deal of cheering for both of them, and Cole won in the end. Irene moved his name up in the brackets. Zane, your next turn will be against Lloyd. Jay and Kai went next. They were the best players of all the ninjas, so this fight was a fierce one. Jay won. The girls were up next. Nia didn't play video games often, but she was determined and didn't give up. Irene didn't play much either, but she had played more than Nia. Due to Irene having a little more experience, she won, but not easily. Nia's name was moved to the secondary bracket next to Kai. Then it was Lloyd and Zane. Lloyd was very good and scored a win. Kai and Nia were next. Ooh, taking sibling rivalry to the next level, Irene joked. Jay groaned at the pun. Ready to lose, Kai? Nia asked with a grin. Kai laughed. I was just about to ask you that, sis. Game on. Kai won the round. Then it was him versus Lloyd. Prepare to taste defeat, Lloyd said. No way you can beat me, Kai said. Lloyd made him eat those words. Kai, remember that time Sensei got Lloyd to prank us and then blame everyone else? Irene asked. Yeah, you helped, Kai answered. The only help I gave was Cole's soup and Jay's robot. Zane's laundry and your high score was all Lloyd, Irene said. He only edited 3 of the high scores. One of them he actually beat for real. What? Which one? Kai asked. Wouldn't you like to know? Lloyd smirked. Cole and Jay were next. It was intense, but Jay managed to pull through in the end. Ha-ha! Eat my dust, Cole. Well, Green Bean, looks like we're up, Irene said. I will not go easy on you just because you're a kid. And I won't go easy on you just because you're a girl, Lloyd replied. Ooh, burn! Kai and Cole laughed. Irene might have won her last one, but Lloyd was more than a match for her. He won. Good game, Lloyd, Irene said. Thanks, you too, Irene, Lloyd replied. All right, time for me to claim my title as Master of the Joystick, Jay said, picking up the controller. Prepare to go down, Lloyd. It was the most exciting battle of the tournament, and it took some time, but in the end, Jay was the victor. Yes! I am king of the console, master of the joystick, lord of the... Yeah, we get it, Lloyd interrupted. You won. What's next, Irene? We go out into the city, have lunch, do whatever fun stuff catches our interest, and get some movie snacks for this evening, Irene declared. Get whatever you guys need, then meet me on deck. Once everyone was ready to go, Irene led them into the city. I'm glad you forced everyone to take the day off, Cole remarked. This is turning out to be pretty fun. Where are we going for lunch? Lloyd asked. That depends. First, I gotta know what kind of food everyone wants. Then I can find places that serve that kind of food. Then we can make a decision, Irene said. Tacos, Kai suggested. Noodles, Cole said. Pizza, Jay said. Sushi, Nia put in. Hamburgers? Zane suggested. Soup, maybe, Irene mused. I don't know what to pick, Lloyd complained. Irene sighed. None of us can agree, so I'll assign some numbers, then I'll call Sensei and ask him to pick one without giving him context, she decided. Kai, your number is 1. Cole, you're 2. Jay, you're 3. Nia, number 4. Zane is 5, and I'm 6. She pulled out her phone and dialed Wu. She put it on speaker so everyone could hear. All of you be quiet. Hello, Irene. I thought it was was getting a break from dealing with all of you, Wu said dryly. Sorry, Sensei, but we couldn't agree on something, so we need you to pick a number between 1 and 6, Irene said. That's all? Wu asked. Yep, that's all, Irene confirmed. 2. Thanks, Sensei. See you tonight, Irene said, then hung up. Y'all heard the man. We're having noodles. Ha! Yes! Ched's Noodle House, here we come, Cole cried. Lead the way, Cole, Zane said. They all headed down to Chen's Noodle House. Upon entering, Irene was hit with a wonderful aroma. Good pick, Cole. This place smells amazing. I know, right? The food here is delicious, Cole grinned. They all sat down at a table and looked at the menu. I have no clue what to get, Irene said. Lloyd tugged her sleeve. I'll pick something for you, he offered. Aw, you're so sweet, Lloyd. Surprise me, Irene said, ruffling his blonde hair. Hey, check this out, Jay said. Everyone looked at him and burst out laughing. He'd stuck his chopsticks up his nose. That's gross, Jay, Nia said between giggles. Kai balanced a chopstick on his nose. Not to be outdone, Cole immediately balanced a chopstick on the tip of his tongue. Irene snapped a picture of them. You guys are idiots. Amateurs, Lloyd muttered. Watch this. He picked up his chopsticks and balanced one vertically on the top of his head, then placed the other horizontally on top of the first. He beamed with accomplishment, and Irene took a photo. Your turn, Irene, Kai challenged. What can you do with your chopsticks? Irene thought a moment, absently tapping her chopsticks on the table. She immediately stuck them in her mouth. Roar, I'm a vampire. Everyone laughed as she took a selfie. This is gold. I will keep these pictures forever, Irene said. They soon got their food. So, what fun activities can we do? Jay asked. There's an escape room not too far from here, and there's a laser tag place close to Darren's dojo. We could also go to the museum, Irene suggested. Laser tag, Lloyd said. Agreed, I will beat you all, Kai added. I also want to do laser tag, Zane said. Me too, Jay agreed. Majority vote, I think we're doing laser tag, Cole said. Then I guess it's settled, Nia said. Once they finished lunch, Irene led everyone to the laser tag place. Okay, we gotta pick teams, Lloyd said. There's 7 of us. One team is going to have an extra person, Cole pointed out. We could have the extra person be a rogue just going around and blasting everyone and helping whoever, Irene suggested. You just volunteered yourself for that role, Kai told her. I got it, Nia said. We do 2 rounds, 1 round with the rogue and 1 with one team having the extra person. They agreed to that and picked teams. Team 1 was Irene, Cole, Lloyd, and Jay. Team 2 was Kai, Zane, and Nia. They split up, each team going to opposite sides of the arena. Okay, we have 1 more person than they do, so we have a slight advantage, Cole said. Do you have a plan? Irene asked. Yes, we split up in pairs and circle around. If they decide to split up, we'll be either 2-on-2 or 2-on-1. We can sneak around and ambush them as soon as we get the opportunity, Cole said. The bell rang, signaling the start of the round. Lloyd, you're with Irene, Jay with me. Everyone nodded, then split up. We have 15 minutes to take the other team out with 3 lives each, Irene muttered. Don't miss. Lloyd nodded, and they quietly crept around the obstacle, searching for any sign of Kai, Nia, or Zane. Boo! Kai yelled, jumping out towards them. Irene shrieked and ducked out of the way as Lloyd aimed at Kai. He scored a hit. Ooh, I'll get you next time, Kai shouted as he ran off. Nice shot, Greenbean, Irene said. Now come on, let's put our ninja skills to work in sneaking up on the others. Somehow, the round ended in only 10 minutes, with Team 1 winning. New teams, Irene announced. Team 1 will be Jay, Nia, and Kai. Team 2 is Cole, Lloyd, and Zane. And I'm my own team. You're going to be the first to go, Nia promised. Or I'll be the last one standing, Irene replied. Round 2 was even better than round 1, at least in Irene's opinion. She got to sneak around blasting everyone, and occasionally point them towards each other. In the end, though, Zane managed to take her out. Team 2 won that round. Good game, everyone. Now, what did I have planned next? Irene said. Movie snacks, Kai answered. Irene pulled out a notepad and pen. Any particular requests? Candy, Lloyd said. Popcorn, of course, Nia said. Chips, Kai added. Pretzels, Jay said. Ice cream, Zane suggested. Cookies, Cole added. Irene wrote it all down. Here's what we'll do. We'll split up into 2 teams of 2 and 1 team of 3. Nia, Kai, and Lloyd. You'll get some popcorn and chips. Get a couple different kinds. Jay and Cole, you're in charge of the pretzels and cookies. Try getting chocolate-covered pretzels. Those are always good. Zane and I will get ice cream and candy, and also some drinks, maybe juice boxes or something. Once you get the snacks I've assigned you, head back to the banner, Irene instructed. They parted ways. It would be best to get the ice cream last so that it doesn't melt too quickly, Zane pointed out. Yeah, okay, we'll find the candy first, Irene agreed. As they headed for a nearby store, Zane asked, the other half of your prophecy. Do you know anything more about who this Herald of Light or the Harbinger of Shadow might be? Honestly, Zane, I don't know much about them. I found a couple mentions of them in some books, but I've kind of been putting it off. The whole thing worries me, Irene replied, fidgeting with her braid. What if I choose wrong? What if you get hurt? What if I break the world instead of save it? What do I do? Zane put an arm around her for comfort. I have faith in you. You'll make the right decision, Irene. I'm sure of it. Irene smiled at him as they entered the store. You're a good friend, Zane. Thank you. What sort of candy should we get? Zane asked, looking at the wide selection before them. We can get 3 kinds and mix them into the popcorn, Irene mused. M&Ms are a good choice, and we'll get some Skittles too. It's fun not knowing which one you get if they're mixed up. The shocked look on Zane's face was hilarious. You pick the 3rd kind, Irene said. Zane selected gummy worms. These will be quite enjoyable. Perfect. Do we want to get soda or fruit juice? Irene asked. Juice. Soda has too much sugar and caffeine, and we might need to get up early tomorrow, Zane reasoned. Okay, but what kind of juice? Irene wondered. They took a look at the selection. Oh, perfect. Strawberry lemonade. This will complement the salty snacks, Irene said. They wound up getting chocolate ice cream and went to pay for the snacks. Let's head back. The others should be done by now, Irene said. Do you have any ideas what movies to watch? Zane asked. Irene nodded. Us cousins would get together for movie nights, and we'd spend half the time arguing over what to watch. To avoid that, Elise came up with a method. She'd pick out 5 movies that she figured everyone would like, then ask them to pick 2. Then out of the 2, we'd pick 1, and that would be the movie we'd watch. She said, but we're watching 2 movies, so I'm just going to skip that last step. Your sister is very smart, Zane said. I know, she's the best sister, Irene replied. They were the last ones to get back to the ship. Yes, you have the candy, Lloyd cried, attempting to grab the gummy worms. Irene held them out of reach. Nice try. Wait until we start the movie, Green Bean. Cole volunteered to make sandwiches for dinner. Well, even you can't ruin a sandwich, Irene said. Hey, I don't ruin food. Cole looked offended. Irene raised one eyebrow. Just to be sure, I'll help you. Cole decided it would be a waste of time to argue. In the kitchen, Cole made the sandwiches and Irene prepared the snacks, mixing the candy, popcorn, and pretzels into a couple big bowls, and serving the ice cream. She glanced over at Cole every so often to make sure he didn't accidentally poison everyone. Why do you do things like this? Cole asked. Planning fun stuff, doing things to make others happy. Why? Irene bit her lip. My dad likes making people happy. He says it makes him happy to see others happy. When I was about 6 or 7, I wanted to see if it was true. So I asked my mom for a little bit of help in making cookies for my siblings. Then I went to them and gave them the cookies I made. She smiled at the memory. Seeing Mark and Elise light up with joy made me happy, and I saw that my dad was right. So now I just go and do little things like this so you can be happy. It's all worth it in the end, she said. Huh, who knew you could be so sweet? Most of the time you're sarcastic, Cole said. Irene rolled her eyes. I go all out planning our day off, and this is the thanks I get? A reminder of my sassy nature? If you can give it, you can take it, Cole sassed her. They brought out the sandwiches, and Irene said, to avoid spending half the night arguing over what to watch, I picked out 5 movies and will decide on 2 of those. What are the options? Kai asked. The Princess Bride, How to Train Your Dragon, Angry Birds, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Night at the Museum, Irene said. We'll pick 2 and watch them. Princess Bride, we have to watch that, Nia said. I agree, it's a great movie, Irene said. I would enjoy How to Train Your Dragon, Zane put in. Angry Birds, Lloyd shouted. Night at the Museum is a funny one, Kai said. I vote for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Cole said. I gotta agree with Zane. How to Train Your Dragon is a fantastic movie in my opinion, Jay said. So we have 2 for The Princess Bride, 2 for How to Train Your Dragon, and 1 for each of the other movies, Irene said. Majority rules, but I know you're gonna like these movies. Bring out the snacks, Kai called. Irene and Cole went to go get them. Irene returned balancing 7 bowls of ice cream with Cole behind her, carrying the chips, cookies, and the popcorn mixed in with the candy and pretzels. After the snacks were passed around, Irene started the Princess Bride. The sword fight between Inigo and the Dread Pirate Roberts was exciting to them all. Irene looked over and saw that Kai was mentally taking notes for later. The battle of wits between Roberts and Vizzini had them all laughing. Hey, he's just like you sometimes, Irie, Jay teased. The girls squealed when Roberts was revealed to be Wesley, Buttercup's true love. So romantic, Mia sighed. Yeah, Jay agreed, staring at Mia. Lloyd jumped and almost spilled the popcorn when the ROUS attacked Wesley. I wasn't scared, he insisted. You were scared, not me. Irene started giggling uncontrollably when Miracle Max's wife started yelling at him. When someone says those two argue like an old married couple, that's what they're referring to, she snickered. After the movie ended, Irene put on the next one. Lloyd was kind of excited for How to Train Your Dragon. During the scene where Hiccup tried to bond with Toothless, Irene and Nia both agreed that Toothless was adorable. He's the unholy offspring of lightning and death itself. He's not supposed to be adorable, Cole protested. Just look at those eyes, Nia said. Lloyd was on edge during the battle with the Red Death. This is so cool, he whispered. By the end of the movie, the snacks were all eaten and everyone was tired but happy. You guys go to bed. I'll clean us up, Irene said. No, we'll all help, Jay told her. You can't argue. Irene thought about arguing with him, but Zane and Kai were already picking up. Fine. Everyone went to bed happy and relaxed from their day off. Irene thought about all they'd done today and smiled. It had been wonderful.